Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Delta Sky Team and our global partners, welcome on board your Delta flight. As you're making your way to your seat, we kindly ask that you please step into your row and out of the aisle as quickly as possible to allow those passengers behind you to make their way to their seat as well. If you're traveling with a larger rollerboard, please place it in the overhead bins, either wheels or handles first, on either side of the aircraft. Keeping in mind that the overhead bin space is shared space, so if the bin directly above your seat is already full, please go ahead and utilize the next available space. If you brought in a second item with you, such as a briefcase, tote bag, laptop bag, backpack, you can go ahead and utilize that space under this seat in front of you, so that we can utilize that overhead bin space for your larger bag without having to check from plain sight to your final destination. Feel free to utilize your mobile phones, tablets, and e-readers while we're here at the gate. However, once we close our boarding door, you must please place these items into airplane mode or turn off your cellular service. Please also note that if you will be working on a laptop computer or enjoying any other larger electronic devices, they must be stowed either in a bag under the seat in front of you or in the overhead bins. Please do not stow these items in the seat pocket in front of you, place them directly on the floor, or hold them on your lap during taxi, takeoff, and landing. This is not just a Delta policy, but an FAA regulation for your safety.
Delta 320 request to end pushback received.
Orlando ground Delta Tree 20 ready to taxi south departure with Echo.
Delta Tree 20 taxi.
At this time, in just a few moments, we'll be showing you the safety video. Once the video has concluded, we'll be in the aisles to answer any questions you have before we're seated for taxi out. Again, thank you for choosing Delta today. My name is Susan. I'm your purser for today's flight, along with Charles in the economy cabin. We do welcome you aboard.
At Delta, we think our world feels smaller when you get out in it. That's why the best men and women in the business work each day to take you to the people, places, and cultures that make this world such an amazing place. Bringing the world closer together, one flight at a time.
We are a planet of amazing differences.
One of cultures and ideas that span our world and link us each to another, whoever you are.
Wherever you're going.
We are proud to fly you there.
Because the first step towards connection
is departure.
Welcome aboard, and thanks for flying with Delta.
Our first priority on every flight is the safety of our customers and crew. So, before we depart,
please pay attention to this important safety message.
Be sure that all carry-on items are securely stowed in an overhead bin, and place smaller items, including handbags, under the seat in front of you. If you lose your electronic device in your seat, please do not adjust your seat and ask a crew member for assistance. Please ensure all aisles, exits, and bulkhead areas are clear.
As we leave the gate, make sure your seatbelt is fastened. To fasten, insert the metal tip into the buckle and adjust the strap so it's low and tight across your lap. To release the belt, just lift the top of the buckle. If you're seated in the business class cabin, secure your shoulder harness by attaching the metal tip to the fitting on the belt. To release, remove the metal tip and allow the shoulder harness to retract. Please remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened anytime the seatbelt sign is on. And even if the sign is off, please keep your seatbelt fastened in case we experience unexpected rough air.
For everyone's safety, federal regulations require all passengers to comply with the posted placards and lighted information signs located throughout the cabin, in addition to any crew member's instructions.
Smoking, including the use of e-cigarettes, is not allowed on any Delta flight, and federal law prohibits tampering with, disabling, or destroying a restroom smoke detector.
There are 8 exits on this plane, 8 doors, 4 on each side. Each door has used as a raft. All exits are clearly marked with an exit sign. However, if there's a loss of power and cabin visibility is reduced, lights will illuminate the aisles to guide you to an exit.
Please note that exit signs on this airplane identify each exit with a green symbol. Arrows indicate the direction to the exit. Locate the exit nearest you using these green symbols, keeping in mind the nearest exit might be behind you. In the event of an evacuation, leave all
Simrate 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, Captain has switched on the seatbelt sign. Please return to your seats and fasten your seatbelt. Thank you.
Orlando Tower Delta Tree 20 ready for south departure at runway 18 left.
Delta Tree 20, wind 258 at 8. Departure to the south approved. Cleared for takeoff runway 18 left.
Cleared for takeoff runway 18 left Delta Tree 20.
Avion Express 7 Tree 9er number 2 for landing. Follow the generic on final. Wind 258 at 8. Caution the generic landing runway 17 right. Cleared to land runway 17 left. Cleared to land runway 17 left number 2 Avion Express 7 Tree 9er. Southwest 1451 go around. Going around Southwest 1451. Southwest 1451, contact Orlando approach on 134.05. Good day. Going to 134.05, Southwest 1451. Orlando Tower Southwest Tree 245 ready for IFR departure runway 17 left. Avion Express 7 Tree 9er exit runway 1 able. Southwest Tree 245 hold short runway 17 left. Delta Tree 20 leaving my airspace frequency change approved.
Orlando Tower Delta Tree 20 frequency change. Orlando approach Delta Tree 20 is type Airbus 5 miles south of Orlando 1,100 feet. Request clearance to transition Bravo airspace.
American 2509er, descend and maintain 6,200 feet. Delta Tree 20 Orlando approach. Squawk 0375. Climb and maintain 6,200 feet American 2509er.
Squawk 0375 Delta Tree 20.
American 2509er, you are 22 miles north. Descend and maintain 5,000 feet. Keep speed not above 210 knots. Expect ILS runway 18 right approach via Hollop transition. Cleared to Hollop. Delta Tree 20 radar contact 5 miles southeast of Orlando, 1,500 feet. Clear through the Bravo airspace. American 2509er, descend and maintain 5,000 feet. Keep speed not above 210 knots.
Cleared through the Bravo airspace Delta Tree 20.
Descend and maintain 5,000 feet. Keep speed not above 210 knots. Expect ILS runway 18 right approach via HOLOP transition. Cleared to HOLOP American 2509er. American 2509er, descend and maintain 4,000 feet. Descend and maintain 4,000 feet, American 2509er. Generic 7 Juliet Charlie, you are 1 mile southwest. Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect ILS runway 25 approach via LOCA transition. Clear to LOCA. Delta Tree 20, you're leading my airspace radar service. Terminated squawk 1200. Frequency change approved. Generic 7 Juliet Charlie, contact Orlando departure on 124.8. Good day. American 2509er, descend and maintain 3,000 feet.
Squawk 1200. Frequency change approved. Delta Tree 20.
124.8, generic 7 Juliet Charlie. Goodbye.
Squawk 66 Tree 2 Delta Tree 20. Roger Delta Tree 20. Orlando approach Delta Tree 20. Request clearance to transition Bravo airspace. Cleared through Bravo airspace Delta Tree 20. 119.775 Delta Tree 20. Goodbye. Orlando approach Delta Tree 20 3,000 feet.
Ladies and gentlemen, Captain has turned off the seatbelt sign. For your safety, we do recommend that you keep them on as we can get unexpected turbulence. Thank you.
4.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we climb to our cruising altitude, we'd like to extend a special thank you to each of you and a welcome back to our SkyMile members and Million Milers. Your business and loyalty are greatly appreciated by the entire Delta family. For your safety, it's important to remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened anytime the seatbelt sign is on. Even if the sign is off, please keep your seatbelt fastened in case we experience any unexpected rough air. We ask that you also please remember to use caution if opening the overhead bins to prevent injury from articles that may have shifted during takeoff. We've now reached an altitude where it's safe to use approved electronic devices, and a listing of these devices can be found in Sky Magazine in the seat pocket in front of you. On today's flight in the economy cabin, it'll be our pleasure to offer you complimentary Coca-Cola products, Starbucks coffee, water, juices, a variety of complimentary snacks, as well as a selection of our fresh eats items and all-day goodies. Beer, wine, and spirits are available complimentary for our first class and Delta Comfort Plus passengers, as well as available for purchase for the main cabin. A complete listing of available beverages, as well as of our fresh eats items, can be found in the menus in your seat pocket. Please be reminded that Delta accepts only major credit or debit cards for onboard purchases of beverages and snacks.
Delta 320.
However, you can use your Delta SkyMiles American Express card
Daytona approach
to save
Delta
15% and
320,
earn double miles on all Delta purchases. For your enjoyment, each seat is equipped with your own personal entertainment system. On it, you can view a selection of complimentary as well as on-demand TV shows, movies, and music. You will find that this screen will work best with just a light tap of your fingertip. Feel free to use your own headsets. Otherwise, if you do need a headset, just let a flight attendant know they are yours complimentary for this and any future Delta flights.
Going to 1 tree for decimal 0 Delta Tree 20. Jacksonville Center Delta Tree 209,600 feet. Decimal 75 Delta Tree 20. Goodbye. Jacksonville Center Delta Tree 20 15,600 feet. Going to 120.85 Delta Tree 20. Jacksonville Center Delta Tree 20 flight level 200.
Overspeed. Ladies and gentlemen, as we begin our descent, we request that you return to your seat and make sure your seatbelt is securely fastened low and tight across your lap. If you've taken out any carry-on items, please make sure they are safely stowed underneath the seat in front of you or in the overhead bin.
Ladies and gentlemen, Captain has switched on the seatbelt sign. Please return to your seats and fasten your seatbelt. Thank you.
Please remain in your seat with your seatbelt fastened until the aircraft has been parked to the gate and the captain turns off the fasten seatbelt sign. This will be your only indication that it's safe to stand and gather your personal belongings. Also use caution if you open the overhead bins, as items do have a tendency to shift during flight. For those of you wishing to use your cell phones, it is now safe for you to do so. As a reminder, your laptop computers must remain stowed until we're parked at the gate. It has certainly been our pleasure bringing you today. Looks like you have an absolutely gorgeous day ahead of you. We certainly hope when your future plans call for your travel that you'll once again select Delta Airlines. Thank you and have a great time here.
One two one decimal niner Delta 320. Goodbye. Kennedy Ground Delta 320 request taxi to the gate. Taxiing to gate Echo 10 using taxiway Mike Bravo Alpha Delta 320.